So I'll just introduce Rick Ector, the man himself from Rick's Farm Academy of Detroit. How you doing, Rick?
Hey, man, I am great. I'm a little cold with this weather, this Arctic blast we have coming our way this week, and a lot of us are heartbroken because our Detroit Lions lost in a controversial way last night, but I think we'll all survive.
Yeah, boy, that was, I got to tell you, and I grew up in Oklahoma, so you're either a Dallas Cowboys fan or you're absolutely not a Dallas Cowboys fan. And I am one of those absolutely not a Dallas Cowboy fan kind of guys. And you know, I went to Oklahoma State, Barry Sanders, obviously the best running back that we've ever had at Oklahoma State, Detroit Lions. So I was rooting for the Lions, Rick. I got to tell you, I really was. I was a little heartbroken as well. And I'm a Patriots fan, but I was really hoping to see the Lions pull that one out.
Yeah, well, there's always next year.
Yeah, if you're boy, you know, you got to be feeling pretty good if you're a Lions fan and you're actually saying that because there was a time period where you know most Lions fans would say, well, maybe within the next 5 or 6 years we'll get back to the playoffs. But
well, we've never been to the Super Bowl. You know, the last time we won anything of significance was the league title in 1957, so I wasn't here around then, but hey, man, we had the whole Barry Sanders era. If there was ever a chance, a time to do it, it would have been then, but, we lost. It was a tough one, but, we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, well, there you go. In the meantime, Rick, I got to say, boy, there have been a lot of armed citizen stories in Detroit last year, the year that just concluded, including a armed robbery suspect who was fatally shot by a concealed carry holder on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, this is fairly recently. We just closed out the year, and and we've talked about it on the show where we've had numerous situations in which armed criminals were either committing home invasions or robberies, and fortunately, in the vast majority of those cases, like this last shooting on New Year's Eve, a law-abiding citizen either lawfully possessing a firearm or having a concealed carry permit was actually able to defend themselves, and in some cases, apprehend, shoot, or kill, the violent predator. So, it is just a testament to people who have taken on a more active role in their personal protection. In the previous year, 2013, we had, I believe they recorded us with 16 justified homicides. That went up 38% to 22 justified homicides. And that's all considering if we don't count, this last one on New Year's Eve, right before the year ended.
Right.
But it's encouraging. The police chief, James Craig, has given us, a modicum amount of support. He did attribute the 6% drop in regular, if we call it that, homicides went down 6% in the last year. So he's not shy about lending, giving us some of the credit, the law-abiding citizens with guns, some of the credit for the homicide rate going down 6%. So, I just want to implore and encourage people not only in Detroit, but all across the country. It can happen anywhere. Be prepared, be trained, and be ready.
Talking with Rick Ector, and Rick, the number of justifiable homicides increased in Detroit, but again, we know that most defensive gun uses don't involve a homicide. In fact, most of them don't even involve a trigger being pulled. Have you seen or heard, maybe even anecdotal evidence that those non-fatal defensive gun uses are on the increase in Detroit as well?
I get anecdotal, information from students who said that, hey, they had their gun and they were coming home late at night and they were reaching and drawing for their gun and the bad guy took off and didn't stick around. There's definitely, cases that I'm aware of in which that has happened. One of the things about those cases, and I actually talked to the people involved, it didn't rise to a situation after it was over for them to actually call and make a 911 call out of it. So these are some of the things that, they don't necessarily get reported, but they happen in great numbers and every day, not only, in the Metro Detroit area, but definitely all around the country. As you stated, I believe it's estimated 2 million DGUs, defensive gun uses, happen every year. And a lot of times it doesn't actually involve pulling the trigger on the firearm.
Absolutely. And I'm looking here at the Detroit News on Twitter. Dale Perry was nice enough to tweet out a link to the story from the Detroit News about the drop in violent crime. Robbery down significantly, Rick. I mean, a 34% drop in robberies, which is that's pretty astounding. You look at the homicide rate itself. Detroit News says it's the lowest total since 1967. Fewest homicides since 1967. That is great news. The homicide rate in Detroit, 55 per 100,000 in 2012, 47.5 last year, down to 42.9 in 2014. The national average, Rick, is less than 5 homicides per 100,000 people. So the drop in crime is fantastic. It's going the right way. But let's not pretend that Detroit is not still a dangerous place.
Oh, it's still dangerous. There's still, areas and situations in which bad things can happen. The numbers are going our way, and the underlying root causes have not been clearly identified, and no one has been ostensibly working on those issues. So it will continue to be a dangerous place to be. Hopefully, though, we can keep the numbers trending downwards, but we're not going to have like a major, significant overall, reduction of what we're dealing with in this area. But, the numbers are down, and it's encouraging. They're modestly down. Citizens defending themselves, it's constant, and it oscillates up and down, back and forward, but we're seeing at least from the homicides, and that's the thing of why I tend to focus on the homicide rate, because you can do a lot of interesting things with statistics. With homicides, you can't hide a body, so, that's definitely something that we count on when we look at how bad things are here in the city of Detroit. But the robberies are down. I don't want to take anything away from the Detroit Police Department under Chief James Craig, but I echo his sentiments. Bad guys would be extremely reluctant or would exercise more caution in selecting prospective victims when they know that they just read in the newspaper, not too long ago that someone attempted to victimize someone and got shot and killed. So there's definitely a deterrent effect, and I want folks to know that if you have it within yourself, take on a more active role in your personal protection, seek out the training, get it, defend yourself, your family, and your home.
All right, Rick, listen, I appreciate you coming on the program, sir. Thank you very, very much for your time, and look forward to talking again often in 2015.
Absolutely. Look forward to talking to you and all the guys, and definitely look forward to seeing you all in Nashville.
Yes, sir. Rick Ector joins from Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit.